Hi there. You are listening to The Mystic Mind. Congratulations on finding a golden ticket to the Hypnosis Candy Factory. This factory doesn't just make candy, it infuses the flavor of hypnosis into wonderfully tasty treats. Because you have a golden ticket, you can try a little of it right now. All you need is a small piece of candy that will easily dissolve in your mouth or that you can quickly chew, like a piece of chocolate. Don't pick anything that will take a while to chew or dissolve. You want this to be eaten quickly. A bite-sized Snicker or a Reese's cup would be great for this. If you're not one for sugar, you can of course find another treat that will be quick to eat, perhaps a few apple or orange slices or some trail mix. If you don't have anything suitable right now, you can always use your imagination. Just think about your favorite quick and delicious treat. Of course, the experience will be much more powerful if you can find something you can actually eat. So go ahead and pause this now if you want to go get something. Don't forget napkins and water if you think you might need it. Ready? Great. Okay, listen carefully. The moment you completely finish eating the treat you have with you, or that you're thinking of, you will be under hypnosis. If this is something you would like to experience, all you need to do is focus, play along, and relax. The Hypnosis Candy Factory prides itself in the details. It takes complete understanding of flavors and how those flavors impact the subject on a subconscious level. In order to make a deep and powerful trance occur for yourself, try to eliminate all distractions for the next few minutes. This will be something of a mindful exercise. Try to be present, right here, right now, as much as you can. This is the key to feeling grounded and balanced. Place the treat somewhere close to you that is easy to reach, and make sure that wherever you're sitting is comfortable and it is somewhere you can relax completely. Before you eat the treat in front of you, or that you're vividly picturing in your mind, I'd like for you to notice the details of how it looks. Be curious, as if you're encountering this treat for the first time. If you're using your imagination, you can go ahead and close your eyes during this experience if that makes it easier for you to visualize. And just focus completely on the colors and the shape of this treat. What do you notice about it? If it's in a wrapper or packaging, maybe you might pick it up and take a look at the art. And notice any thoughts that pop up as you do this, and let them occur naturally without attaching judgment as best as you can. If it is in a wrapper or packaging, you can go ahead and open it now if you haven't already. And bring the treat closer to your face, but don't eat it yet. If you're holding it in your hand, notice the texture. How would you describe it to someone who has never seen this treat before? Does it have a smell? If it does, what thoughts come up about it? If nothing is coming up, that's okay. If you're imagining this in your mind, really try to create the experience as vividly as possible. You're getting ready to eat this treat. Maybe you have this treat every so often. Maybe this is your first time, or maybe you've had this treat many times before. Notice what it's like to be here, now, and present, giving yourself the gift of this experience. Now go ahead and eat your treat. And before you consume it all, take your time to let it break down in your mouth as you chew, or let it dissolve on your tongue. For those who are experiencing this in their imagination, really focus on the memory of eating this treat that you picked. Really immerse yourself as if you're asleep and you're inside a vivid dream. And as you enjoy this treat, I want you to become aware of the feeling of hypnosis that's occurring right now. When you become aware of that feeling, either now or in a moment, you will remain fully alert until you finish eating. But as soon as you finish eating, get comfortable, close your eyes, and shift the focus you had on the treat onto that feeling of hypnosis that you're experiencing. If you're imagining this exercise and already have your eyes closed, I want you to close your eyes again inside of your imagination. As the flavor in your mouth starts to fade, you will notice that you will begin to fade deeper into hypnosis. But remember, this will not happen until you have completely finished the treat. It's almost as if the treat is infused with a hypnotic substance, and the more you consume of it, the more you will start to feel its effects. You might find it easy to focus on these words or the experience. You might find it easy to be present and feel centered. You might feel peaceful in your mind and body. Maybe you start to feel a tingling in your hands or feet. Or you might feel the impulse to get even more comfortable and relaxed. You start to notice that when you do something that helps you relax and unwind, it will feel natural to want to try and brighten someone else's day afterward. After all, the Hypnosis Candy Factory exists to spread goodness and happiness. You too can be a part of that. But remember, no matter what you start to notice about this experience, as soon as you finish eating, remember to get comfortable and close your eyes. You can even close your eyes again inside of your imagination. And notice hypnosis gradually continue to happen. Even if you feel you're just following along and you're not really experiencing anything noticeably different, that's okay. Just allow yourself to be present, focused, and open to a fun and whimsical experience. Now, whether you're still eating or if you finished, just pause for a moment. Take a deep breath in and out. And if you haven't already finished your treat yet, go ahead and put it to the side and close your eyes if you haven't already. And in a moment, I'm going to ask you to do something, and you may find it a little silly. The Hypnosis Candy Factory relies on belief. It won't reveal itself unless you believe it's possible to see it inside of your mind. So listen carefully. In a moment, I'm going to ask you to hold your breath and make a wish to be taken into the Hypnosis Candy Factory. Of course, the deeper into trance you go, the more of the factory you'll be able to experience. So your wish could be something like, I wish to go deeper into trance. However you want to phrase it, really try to focus on believing that it will happen. Imagine that nothing will stand in your way from achieving the exact right level of trance to get you where you want to go. And when you make that wish, count to 3. On the count of 3, you'll release the breath and completely relax. Got it? Great. Are you ready? Are you sure you're ready? Okay. Go. Hold your breath. Make the wish. Count to 3. 1, 2, 3. Release the breath and sleep. And relax. Sleep and relax, knowing that when you hear the word sleep, it doesn't mean the type of sleep you fall into at night, but rather a complete letting go of any and all tension in your mind and body. Just completely let go. And imagine a wave of relaxation flowing from the top of your head all the way down to the tips of your toes. Noticing that when you're in this state, all unnecessary thoughts can just fade away. All unnecessary thoughts can just fade away, leaving just a cloud of peacefulness. That cloud of peacefulness is all around you. It's comforting and cozy. You can start to walk through the cloud, and as you walk further and further, deeper and deeper into this cloud, the cloud starts to part, revealing a large magical factory. It is exactly how you picture a hypnosis candy factory would look like. But even from the outside, you can tell it is full of activity and wonder. And as you approach the factory, you have this intuitive sense that this adventure will be just right for you. It will be exactly what you need in this now moment. Maybe you need some time to get away, and so you decide that you want to explore the factory on your own. That's perfectly fine. These words can merge with your thoughts and you will not get lost. You will always know exactly where to go. Maybe you might prefer a guide to follow. In that case, outside you might meet a candy maker in a top hat and tailcoat who knows every nook and cranny of this factory. Whether you go it alone or follow the candy maker, there will be little surprises around every corner, but nothing dangerous. You can allow yourself to feel like a kid going on an adventure. It will be a wild adventure, but when you come out of this factory, you will feel grounded, balanced, and eager to give a little bit of happiness to someone you appreciate in a way that feels good and appropriate for you. You enter the factory. The first room you go in is extremely weird. It seems like it's supposed to be a normal lobby area, but everything in it is miniature. You see a little tiny couch and a little tiny plant. You see tiny little chairs. There's plenty of space, and it doesn't feel cramped at all. But if you look up, you notice the ceiling is way too low. You continue forward into this lobby, and with every step you take, the room seems to expand, and the objects become bigger until you feel too small for the furniture in the room. If you wanted to sit on the couch, your feet would dangle. The plant looks more like a tree. The chairs look ridiculously tall. You wonder if this is some kind of illusion, so you walk back the way you came in. And again, things get smaller or you get bigger. And when you walk forward, things get bigger or you get smaller. And you start to wonder if this is a sign that hypnosis is happening. And if that's the case, you start to notice how this experience is becoming even more vivid. And you start to become even more immersed. It starts to become easy to instantly and automatically respond to what you're hearing. So you begin to walk around the lobby as objects in the room grow and shrink. And as you explore, you can listen to these words and notice the thoughts that come up. Remember, objects in the mirror are closer than they appear. And you should never ever doubt what nobody is sure about. But never mind that. Just follow these instructions. Think about a rainbow. Good. Now, think about a rainbow if it was soaked in a sun. Disregard that thought. Think about a sunrise instead. Now, think about a sunrise that is sprinkled with dew. Just like that. Now, think about tomorrow as if it were dipped in a dream. What would that be like? Good. Disregard that thought. Now think about a strawberry lemon pie. Very good. Return your attention back to the factory lobby and notice a door open all on its own. It leads further inside the factory. Overjoyed, enraptured, and trance, are you ready? Good. Sleep. Even deeper. And as you exit the lobby, you notice that the door is labeled the confusing waiting area. It's just one feature of some of the hypnotic candy in this factory. You enter a hallway with a bright purple door at the end of it. Along the wall, you see beautiful paintings depicting only letters. The first one to your right is the letter F. The mix of colors and brushstrokes are impressive. It's as if the letter is flowing in the wind. The second one, a little further up, is the letter T. That one is more hyper-realistic. It's as if the letter T was carved out of stone. You notice that the letters are jumbled, and if they were put in order, it would spell the word fractionation. And you start to notice that the further down the hallway you go, and the closer to the purple door you get, the deeper into trance you go. Walking up and down the hall, Admiring the paintings will easily bring you in and out of trance. It's so effective that you can picture yourself opening your eyes and still remaining focused on this experience. It's so effective that you notice any object getting closer to you while your eyes are open or closed, like that door. You will fall even deeper into this experience of hypnosis. You probably shouldn't go up and down the hall too much. Many people get pretty dazed pretty fast. Don't believe me? Wake up, open your eyes. Take your index finger and hold it up in front of you about a foot away, right in front of your face. Now begin to move your finger a little closer to you, then move it away, and keep doing that motion in a loop. It's going to feel like it's happening automatically. You'll start to notice that when you pull your finger away, you feel more awake, but the closer your finger gets to your face, you'll feel much more relaxed. You'll feel much more relaxed when your finger gets closer to your face, but no matter how drowsy you start to feel, you can always open your eyes and see yourself moving your finger back and forth, waking up when it's further away, and dropping down when it's closer to you. And soon it'll be harder to keep that motion going, because the next time your finger comes closer towards you, you will begin to sink even deeper into trance. You'll notice you're breathing easier, and that just aids in the feeling of relaxation. Maybe you start to blink slower. Maybe you close your eyes a little longer when your finger gets closer to your face. It's going to feel difficult to wake back up, so you can just sink even deeper now. And it's such a treat. It's such a treat to experience going in and out of trance. And it helps you remember that once you wake up fully from this experience, it will be nice to do something good for someone you know and appreciate. It'll be nice to give someone a souvenir from the Hypnosis Candy Factory, even if it's just letting someone know that they're loved and appreciated. It will be nice to respond instantly and automatically to suggestions that you would like to experience. Right now, sleep. Letting your arm drop, letting go all tension in your mind and body. Easily and effortlessly. Just like that. You're back in the factory and you open another door. Once you enter, you see an extremely large and beautiful atrium of gardens. But this landscape is very special because everything in the atrium is edible. It is edible in a way that is perfectly safe and wonderful for you to eat, and you surmise it's all hypnosis or magic or a combo of the two. All dietary needs and allergies are accounted for. Nothing will hurt you or make you sick in this room. Everything tastes absolutely delicious. You go off and explore freely, sampling the leaves and the fruits and the flowers. If you want it to taste sweet, it tastes sweet. If you want it to taste sour, it tastes sour. If you have cravings for other flavors, you get exactly what you wish. The only limits would be within the limits of pure imagination. And when it comes to pure imagination, there are no limits. Traveling in the world of this creation, now you get to create on your own. And it simply defies explanation. But explanations are not needed here. You admire the beautiful colors and flavors and tastes all around you. You notice how at ease you feel, how satisfying the world inside your mind can be. Knowing that you can achieve this experience for yourself through hypnosis by merely making a suggestion to yourself. You might wonder what other positive ways you can shape your world within and the world around you, even if it's just a little bit. Because you know that once you leave this place, you're going to feel so grounded and balanced and sure of yourself. and you'll want to spread some of this happiness to others. You know that if you can achieve this feeling within, you can also do what you can to pay it forward and help someone else in a way that feels good and appropriate to you. And maybe, just for that small moment, in that moment of being present, the following saying anchors itself a little more in your subconscious. Anything you want to do, do it. Want to change the world? There's nothing to it. But for now, you explore. Some might check out the chocolate river or the gumdrop trees. Some might find their favorite sweet, and as they eat it, it becomes even easier to follow the suggestion to go deeper into hypnosis. Some might check out the chocolate river or the gumdrop trees. Some might find their favorite sweet, and as they eat it, it becomes even easier to follow the suggestion to go into trance. Someone once said that there you will be free if you truly wish to be. After all, hypnosis and pure imagination go hand in hand. It's time to leave what you now realize is called the deepening tranquility garden. You follow a path out of the atrium, down a hall, and into a large empty room. All that is in this room is a TV on top of a TV stand. The sign on the door reads Hypnovision. It is explained to you that with Hypnovision, you can watch something on that TV and you'll feel yourself going into trance. It'll feel like you're sending your mind and body through a signal right into the screen so that you might find it easier to focus on what you're watching. And the more you watch, the deeper you will go into trance. For the best effect, you can open your eyes and stare at the video you're playing, or if you're sensitive to swirling images, you can keep your eyes closed and imagine a spiral appearing on a screen in front of you. Take a deep breath in and out, and relax your gaze. You can blink as much as you would like as long as your focus remains on the screen. Now imagine you're mentally transporting yourself into the screen. Maybe you can feel your mind traveling through a signal that is connected to the screen and landing somewhere inside the TV in a safe space that's calm and quiet. And this just allows you to relax and give your mind a break for a moment, because you only need to do one thing in this now moment. Watch the screen. Watch the screen and listen. And the more you watch the screen, you can notice yourself going deep into trance. You can notice the desire to bring a little more joy into the life you're building. You can notice the desire to bring a little more joy into someone else's life too. And you can just know that when you wake up fully from this experience, you'll have an idea of what you can do to brighten the day of someone you care about and appreciate. There's almost an anticipation about that thought bubbling up as you watch the screen and listen to these words. Your mind is completely inside the TV now, tucked away, resting, quiet. Like sending nice words to someone over text message, you're sending yourself directly into a deep state of trance. Take a deep breath now. Hold it. Listen to the suggestion. Release the breath and sleep. Deeper and deeper. It's like you're moving through a tunnel, faster and faster and deeper. You're moving down this tunnel. There's no earthly way of knowing just how deep into hypnosis you're going. There's no knowing of beliefs that are limiting. You're just flowing. Whether it's raining or snowing or if the wind is blowing, you always see a speck of light showing, and your sense of balance and sureness is growing. Yes, Your sense of willpower is growing, and the more you reach for it, the more you feel that inner knowing, and it keeps on flowing and is certainly not showing any signs of slowing. Sleep even deeper, and by the time you end your tour of the Hypnosis Candy Factory, you know that you have been guided into a special place within yourself, a place where you can clearly see your worth and your power. You go to the souvenir shop and pick out a treat for someone you appreciate. The idea of what that treat is will come to you, perhaps now, perhaps in the near future. But once you awaken from this experience, you will offer something nice to someone that matters to you before the end of the week. Something might make their world just a little sweeter, no matter how small. And who knows, maybe with your golden ticket, you'll come back again and discover more ideas that might make your world taste good. On the count of 5, you'll wake up fully from trance while letting any and all suggestions that resonate sink deeper into your subconscious. On the count of 5, you'll wake up fully from trance, completely letting go of any and all suggestions that do not serve you. You will feel completely balanced and centered within yourself and your environment, ready to spread a little love when and where you can. 1. Emerging from trance, feeling good and wonderful. 2. Starting to feel more alert. 3. Stretching your body a little bit. Preparing to open your eyes. 4. Feeling ready to go into whatever is next in your day. And 5. Wide awake. 5. Wide awake. Off you go. Thanks for listening. Oh, if you enjoyed this, don't forget to like and subscribe if that's your vibe. It might be cool to share some ideas for acts of kindness in the comments. So shines a good deed in a weary world, as one might say. And one more thing. Your golden ticket might get you into secret places within the factory. The next video might take you there. Until next time, remember to focus, play along, and relax.